Hi, I'm Jeannie. Welcome to Mimicraft, your home for all things creative and DIY on a budget. I make all the mistakes, so you don't have to. If you like something you see today, don't forget to hit the like button, subscribe if you haven't already, leave me a comment, and project number 1 is a tray or a trivet, depending on how you want to use it. This is the inspiration for the first DIY. It was on Pinterest, and it is a tray available on Etsy. You'll need a minimum of 4, but preferably 5 boxes of Dollar Tree's two-tone tumbling tower blocks. You'll need extra to match some of the block sizes, and some wood glue. Glue 2 sets of 43 natural color blocks wide side together. While those are drying, glue together 22 sets of 6 brown blocks end to end. Do your best to use the same size blocks, especially the thickness. I'm gluing these narrow sides down as this is the way they'll be placed in the project. Keep in mind the right side is always down because that surface is the most even. When completely dry, turn all your pieces right side up. The natural blocks should have their straightest edges facing outward. For the next step, you'll need an additional 42 natural blocks, 21 for the top section, 21 for the bottom section. The block placement in the next step is best explained by watching. Be sure to start and end with a brown block set. If any discrepancies occur, they can be fixed by either spacing the blocks out if they're too narrow or sanding if they're too wide. When you're satisfied with the fit, go ahead and glue everything together. Add glue to both the bottom and sides of the blocks to ensure strength. Don't forget to remove any excess glue that seeps out with a damp paper towel or cloth. When everything is glued in place something heavy on top until the glue is dry. And this is how mine turned out. Our next project is a sconce, and you will need 3 boxes of the multicolored tumbling tower blocks. Glue together 3 sets of 9 blocks end to end. Glue together 4 sets of 7 blocks end to end. Glue together 4 sets of 5 blocks end to end. and glue together 4 sets of 3 blocks end to end. This is the block placement for this project. 9 blocks set on its wide side down in the middle, followed by 9 block sets on either side, narrow side facing down, and continue alternating as seen on screen until you reach the 3 block sets. Glue her up. And if you have clamps, you can clamp it. When completely dry, flip your project over and add a hanger. You can do a sawtooth hanger, a D-ring, or even a twine hanger with hot glue. Glue 3 blocks together as seen on screen to make a small shelf for your candle. This is a battery-operated candle from Dollar Tree. I centered it so I knew where I needed to glue on my little shelf. I'm confident that you know not to use an open flame near wood. If you want to put anything heavier on the shelf, I recommend putting screws in the shelf through the back. And here she is. Imagine my surprise when I realized there'd be enough natural blocks left over to make another sconce. The third project will be wall lighting. You'll need 4 to 5 boxes of the blocks, I recommend 5, some wood glue, that's Dollar Tree's version, hot glue, some remote control lighting, these are puck lights that I bought from Amazon a couple years ago, a heavy hanger, this is a D-ring, a clasp and hinges, I'm just going to take mine off of this box that I found at Dollar Tree, or you could use command strips, 1 flexible cutting mat, and wood filler, which is optional. Glue together 2 sets of 9 natural blocks as seen on screen. Glue these onto the back of a sconce base like we made earlier. But first, let's put a real heavy-duty hanger on the front side, well, now it's the back side, of this base. Now glue your 9 block sets as seen on screen. Remember, you're gluing these to the flat side. Put some weight on them until they dry. It should look like this from the side. Glue together 2 sets of 9 natural blocks end to end, 4 sets of 7, 4 sets of 5, and 4 sets of 3. You'll also need 23 single brown blocks. Since I had natural wood color wood filler, I decided to use it on all the seams of the natural pieces. This step is optional. I opted to wipe off the excess wood filler with a wet paper towel instead of sanding. Turn the 2 9 block sets skinny side up, right side up, and glue brown blocks to them as seen on screen. Hold these together until they stick well, or you can clamp it. Here's a side view of how they should look. Do the same for the 7, 5, and 3 block sets. So this is a total line. Cut out 12 pieces of cutting mat, 2 1/8 inch by 7/8 inch, or for you reasonable people in other countries, 53 millimeters by 23 millimeters. Now I started by cutting off that last ½ inch of mat because it's rounded on the corners. You do what you want to do. Now if you don't have a cutting mat, don't worry about it, just use a ruler, a marker, and some scissors. Now these are going to be glued onto the back, and they need to be glued in a very specific way. On all but the 9 block sets, you're going to put a piece of chopping mat so that it's even with the block on one side. And then place the glue around the perimeter. The reason you don't do it the normal way where you put glue down and then slap it on is that the glue will ooze out to the front. Here I am doing the other one, showing you from the other direction. So the little piece of mat's actually going to be off center so that one of those edges meets up with the black. You'll see why in a little while. The 9 block sets need custom cut pieces. Measure the width of your individual space and cut to fit. You still want the length to be 2 1/8 inches or 53 millimeters. This time glue only the top and bottom of each piece of cutting mat.
And bad mistakes, I've made a few.
I'm calling the sides without any hot glue on them the free edges. Place the pieces right side down in this pattern with the free edges facing outward. Place the glue as you see on screen. Place the block set to the right directly on top of it, making sure that the seams line up. Use extra blocks or pieces of cardboard to support the side that's hanging off. Make sure that it's level. Continue as seen in the video. By leaving free edges, this allows better adhesion with the wood glue. When all the gluing is complete, place something heavy on top until the glue is dry. This is how I place my puck lights. Most of them come with self-adhesive grips on the back, or if they don't, you can use hot glue. This is how the front will fit on the back. Place down 4 sets of 3 blocks as you see here in the video, or some cardboard so that you can put your base or back of the light on top of them. This should bring it up to the level of the front of the light. The front of the light is facing right side down. Now we're going to place the hinges. If you don't want to use hinges, this is the time to put the Velcro on. So you want to place the hinge so that it closes all the way. That's the side that's going to be up. And then you want to mark where you're going to drill your holes. And attach the hinges with the screws provided. A great hack is to glue the hinges on with hot glue first, and then you can drill the holes directly over the hinges without even marking them. Totally forgot. Next, you'll attach the clasp. Line the sides up, and then I secured mine with tape to keep them in the right position before I attached the clasp. Place the top of the clasp on the front, the bottom of the clasp on the back. They should be touching. It's good to put it together to get the position right. Then just mark and drill your holes and attach it with screws. This time I remembered the hot glue trick and was able to drill the holes with the bottom of the clasp already on. Now you can easily open and close the light in order to either change or recharge your batteries. And here's how it looks during the day and at night. Although the lights flicker on video, it does not flicker in person. And here's a little vignette. As always, guys, thank you so much for watching. Let me know in the comments below which project was your favorite. Until the next one, bye!